Well, I came 40 years ago in 1974 and taught in the College of Business, professor of legal studies, and then later we were tasked with teaching ethics as well. So I teach both of them, and I've taught at the undergraduate and graduate level. We don't have a law school here, but of course law is a required course for all of our business majors, and then we layered in ethics, which is fascinating. So I did that for 40 years and retired 6 years ago. Oh, it's a whole different university today. When I first came, it was a state university college. It was a okay school, but we've had some great leadership, starting with President Horn, and then President King Alexander, and now, of course, Jane Connolly. We've had great leadership, and the honors program, of which your compatriot is a member, and the President's Scholars made a huge difference. And we're now ranked, as you know, 9th best public university in the West. So we had 90,000 applications last year for 6,000. Everyone wants to go to the beach. Go beach. I think it would be under the heading of changing lives, sharing with my students, our students, the importance of ethics, learning how to communicate. I was the founder of the Law Society, gave aid to pre-law students, and was awarded Organization of the Year several times by the AS. And I also was the co-founder of the Distinguished Speaker Series that went on for 6 or 7 years and brought top speakers to our campus like Arianna Huffington, Admiral Eric Olson, and others.
I won't back down. I won't back down.
So I work in the College of Education as the Student Ambassador lead. So I work with a lot of the student workers, and the student ambassadors work very closely with the Long Beach College Promise. We help them promote their events across campus, so I'm here volunteering with them. The Long Beach College Promise, their main goal is to make college accessible for all students in Long Beach Unified by providing a free year of college tuition at Long Beach community colleges and guaranteed acceptance. I think it has helped me see the benefit of introducing the idea of college and introducing a future plan to all of these students. In Long Beach Unified, we have so many students from diverse backgrounds, and we have a lot of students who are receiving financial assistance, and they need to know that money is not an issue for college, and they need to know that college is achievable for everyone. My experience with the Cal State Long Beach community, as well as the Long Beach community in general, has been great. I've had a lot more experience on campus with just our colleges and different colleges interacting, but I think the College of Education does a great job of bringing the students in, and so I've had the opportunity to be with a lot of high school students and kind of foster a relationship with the high school students as well as the community college students that makes me really excited to see the future for education. It's been really great. We've had a different turnout. We usually go to different events with a lot more students, and this is staff and faculty, and seeing them engage and seeing their excitement for the future really raises my spirits for what is more to come.
And we all enjoy the weekend for a change.
EMT is basically a medical provider out in the field. It's the basic level for someone to go out and provide service in emergency settings. So what EMTs basically do is we respond to 911 calls with a fire department, or you can actually be on a fire department. And we go out and just provide emergency services, and that could be everything from a medical call to some type of trauma, a traffic accident, and just basically providing medical service. At Cal State LA, this program is offered by College of Continuing Additional Education, and basically it's equivalent to about one semester, 128 hours, and we generally try to work with the students' schedules. So like we understand that students go to school Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday and Wednesday, and we try to offer the class so it's that it goes with their schedule so you can work. So the things that you'll learn is you'll have a didactic portion lecture which you go in and you're going to learn the basics of what an EMT does. And there's an assessment, so basically how to diagnose patients, how to treat, how to talk to patients. And then there's a second portion which is skills. And skills is where you're going to learn hands-on how to put a traction splint, which is how to like get somebody's leg and provide immobilized stabilization. Or there's going to be also how to extricate a patient out of a car from a traffic accident. So you're going to learn different skills and the basic fundamental, and then you're also going to learn how to assess and go through an algorithm we'll teach you, that we will teach you, and it's going to teach you how to talk to a patient and how to talk to them functionally, that you can ask them questions and lead to a diagnosis and to treat them. So that's what we can basically provide. I took my EMT program when I was in high school through ROP when I was 17, so I really didn't have any life experience, and that's what's really good about the EMT program. I like to think of it as a gateway, and it introduces you to medicine, and it's basically very basic, fundamental, and it gives you opportunity to get a taste of what it feels like to be in the medical career. So you don't have to. A lot of people think you can be EMT, you have to become a paramedic and be a firefighter, but you can use EMT to go into any medical field. You can use it as a baseline to become a nurse, a doctor, a PA, things like that. So it's really good foundation for students to come that have nothing, and that's why it's offered by this type of program.
I love Long Beach. It initially wasn't one of my first choices for schools, but I absolutely love it. I love that we have undergraduate research here at the school. It'll definitely prepare me when I want to go to graduate school somewhere else. So besides my experience, I actually recently broke my leg over the summer. So I didn't think I could still tumble or do the same cheer skills that I could do my whole life because of that injury. And so I just worked really, really hard. The team was really forgiving. I worked with our new tumbling coach, Scott. I have all my tumbling back, and it was easy for me to transition because of all the help. So as I mentioned earlier, I actually do molecular cellular biology and physiology. So coupling that with the sport is actually pretty difficult, but our practices are just Tuesday and Wednesday nights for 2.5 hours. So it's not too demanding or anything, but then you have to remember to practice on your home, make sure your skills stay sharp. I thought it was going to be difficult in joining this team just because because college cheer is a whole new background. I did competitive cheerleading previously, so I thought I could make the transition. I tumble, which gave me a little bit of an advantage, but the girls are super kind. There are people on the team who have never previously cheered before, and they're learning all the skills and they're getting everything down. So I recommend anybody to do the cheer team, even if you don't have prior cheer experience. Absolutely, because I get to vocalize all my opinions and hang out with a lot of girls. A lot of science majors it's all men, so I get to hang out with my girls, I get to relax, and definitely get to vocalize a lot more than I would in class.
So my role for homecoming is to work with a lot of departments on campus, such as Alumni Association, athletics, organizations, and clubs, to put together this event. Beach Pride Event specifically is in charge of all the student activities, so that's what I took in charge of. And I assigned different areas of this event to our program assistants so they can complete, the inflatables and contractors. That's what I oversee. So a lot of students probably think that we do this on the whim, we plan it, but we actually started planning this over the summer. We meet in the beginning of the summer, we discuss theme, we discuss what we're gonna bring, and from there, we just keep meeting monthly until the day of. I specifically love homecoming because it's our community comes together. It doesn't matter what age you are or when you came to school. Every time like this is one of the few events where everyone in the community can come and get together. And I like seeing everyone from like little kids to like golden grads all together in one area. I think it's pretty cool. Well, ASI does a whole bunch of events such as like the ASI Big Concert, Homecoming, We Go Welcome, Smorgasbord, the Long Beach Marathon. We also have like a bunch of little events, but Movies on the House, Poets Lounge, speed dating, farmers market, anything you can think of, we probably plan it for the school. Well, the good thing about this job is that I get to have fun while I'm working. So it's never like, sure, I'll be stressed sometimes, but at the same time, I know like the payoff where I see students enjoying themselves is so much like worth my stress. But like also my coworkers, so I'm like, it's a family with, I think that's like what helps me de-stress and have fun while working. I would recommend students to come here not only because it's such a commuter campus, with that you get so much diversity. You're gonna meet so many people that are so different, and at the same time, it's like you're home away from home. When I first started here, I was just like so focused on like just coming to classes and leaving, but as soon as I got involved and met all these diverse people, I became so much like more confident, and I feel like this school is good for that. It like elevates you.
And we all enjoy the weekend for a change.
Today, it's actually pretty fun. It's good weather. We passed out hot chocolate. It's free. I like it because like most of the stuff is free, and like there's like face painting and hennas, rides, activities. But yeah, can't wait for the game. Yeah, so the application, you fill out one online and submit it, and also a hard copy to the Beach Ride Events office. And after the application is accepted, you get an interview, and then from there, other people are also interviewed, and then they choose who gets on court. I think the school is very fun, and I say it's pretty united compared to like other schools, because like we try to do stuff like this for people to come and also enjoy right before the game. And I think the games are fun. We're good in basketball, and I think I see a lot of like attendance in basketball games over other ones, even though everyone should go. But the school's overall like very fun and like welcoming, very welcoming, especially my freshman year. Like I remember like I went to like a whole bunch of activities and I felt like immediately welcomed. It's just fun. It's a good environment. I'd want to be more involved and like help out in like the Cal State Long Beach mission, which is like strive better in like education and expand creativity and leadership. And I try to be there for like all students too. Like I will welcome anybody. I'm a very caring person. Like if you just walk by, I'll always say hi to you. But I just would like to continue my good academics and like leadership and involvement in outside of school as well, and then have people look up to that.
When I was here in 1972, 68 actually, that was the name of this school, Long Beach State, now California State University in Long Beach. Glad to have you all here with us today. Have a great time.